Hey, how's it going and welcome to some gaming news from October 2023. The month started with Minecraft showing the mobs you could vote for in this year's mob vote. Them being the crab that lets you place blocks further, the armadillo that lets you make armor for your dog, and the penguin that's just like the dolphin. And the winner is... the armadillo. At least 10-year-old you is happy now. What happened with the boycott of the mob vote? For 1.21 we'll get the crafter, it will craft automatically for you. A new structure is being added, the trial chambers, which are dungeons made out of the new tuff and copper blocks, and including the new spawner. The trial spawners spawn waves of mobs that varies depending on how many players are in the trials. Once you defeat them, the loot awaits for you. Lastly, we got a look at a new mob, the Breeze, a hostile mob that uses, you guessed it, wind attacks that can trigger traps inside the trial chambers. After being out for more than a month, the port of Red Dead Redemption 1 now runs at 60 FPS. Now, you can ride your horse smoother than before. CD Projekt Red made a deal with Anonymous. No, not that Anonymous, I mean Anonymous Content, the same people behind the series such as True Detective or Mr. Robot. Anonymous will be in charge of making a new live-action series set in the universe of Cyberpunk 2077. No wonder after the success of the game, the DLC, and how well received was the Netflix anime. Now chums, we have to wait for what could be a pretty Nova series. Assassin's Creed Mirage released the 5th of this month, and that's not the important thing. The important news is that there's a cat with the Assassin's logo! Steam's next fest is here with hundreds of demos, lots of streams by the developers, and a bunch of hours you can spend playing games. Remember that if you see a game you like, you can add it to your wishlist, so you get a notification when the game launches. A new design for the PlayStation 5 arrives later this year. This slim version will have an attachable Ultra HD Blu-ray drive and 1TB of storage in the SSD. This version will be smaller and lighter, but if you want your console to stand vertically instead of horizontally, you will need to buy a vertical stand for $30. Covers of different colors will be available in early 2024, starting at a price of $55. In one of the new Super Mario Bros. Wonder shorts, we can see Bowser once again showing his love for Princess Peach, and after she eats the elephant fruit and becoming, you guessed it, an elephant, he still loves her. He's such a nice guy, how cute of him. Ignore all of his other war crimes. In a new PlayStation blog interview, we got news of the Access Controller, a highly customizable controller that makes games accessible to everyone. You can change the disposition of his joystick and buttons, adapting them to your necessities. They can be combined with more Access controllers or with regular controllers. Very cool news from Sony. After the original intent of buying Activision Blizzard back in 2022, Microsoft finally closed the deal this past 13th of October for a lot of money. This means that the publishers of games like Candy Crush Saga or Farm Heroes Saga are now part of the Xbox team. They also publish some less successful games like Call of Duty or Overwatch, but I've never heard of them, so who cares? Post Malone posted a video advertising a future event with Apex Legends arriving the 7th of November. It will arrive after a week of the launch of the new season, and we don't know yet if it will be a limited time event, a skin, or maybe a concert in the likes of what Fortnite has made in the past. A new game of King Kong released this past 17 I just look at it. Everyone's favorite spooky guy, Jack Skellington, became a skin in Fortnite and brought new cosmetics as part of this year's Halloween event to Rocket League. And also Michael Myers is in there, which is cool. Phasmophobia suffered another delay for its console release. After the fire incident they suffered some time ago, making it the first delay, new challenges have appeared while trying to adapt the game to consoles. Some issues involving the launch for PlayStation VR 2 caused the map Maple Lodge Campsite to be reworked, taking more time for the release of the game. The developers say they are taking their time with it in hopes to provide the best possible gameplay experience at launch. Gwent, the Witcher card game, has its last update with a new season. The October season brings a new feature where the community will be the ones balancing the cards from now on with a voting system. To be able to vote, you need to be Prestige 1 and have won 25 ranked matches in the current season, or be Pro rank. Now get out there and vote for the changes you want. The balance is in your hands now. Sony has patented a PlayStation 5 controller to be able to storage and charge wireless earbuds. How does it work? Will it be worth? What's the price? When will it release? Why are they doing that? No idea, but I found it funny, so they got a spot in this month's news. The 20th was a great date for gamers. Super Mario Bros. Wonder released for Switch players with a 93 Metascore on Metacritic. Marvel's Spider-Man 2 released for PlayStation 5 players with a score of 90, and Xbox had their logo and a trailer of their different games on the Sphere in Las Vegas. You win some, you lose some. Diablo's Donate Blood Unlock Loot is a new way to receive rewards in-game by donating your blood to any clinic and providing proof. The donations only count if they are made in the US, but if the goals are reached, every player will receive the rewards, even if they didn't donate or weren't in the US. The rewards are weapons, an armor set, and a mount. If the last reward is unlocked, all Diablo players who post a pledge of loyalty to Lord Thir using hashtag Diablo Blood Harvest on Twitter or Instagram will enter the raffle for a custom PSC. The Blood Harvest ends the 20th of November at 12 PT. This is the most out of touch I've been with gaming news this month. I have no idea about Diablo and who Lord Thir is. I'm so sorry. Users of PlayStation Plus Premium now have access to cloud streaming. All the benefits of playing your favorite game without having to wait for it to download. The release for it was the 17th for Japan, the 23rd for Europe, and lastly the 30th for North America. Prime Video posted the first teaser for the Fallout series, with a release date aiming at the 12th of April of next year. Fans of Cities Skylines 2 are furious due to bad optimization, crashes, and 30 FPS. Developers are working on fixing the bugs and crashes, and in the meantime, they posted an optimization guide. The aim for stable 30 FPS is in part because this is not a multiplayer shooter, and players don't benefit of higher FPS. They also capped it at 30 for now, as they try to make bigger cities run comfortably at said mark, but wouldn't hurt to increase the cap in the future if the goal is met. Xbox had its partner review this 25th, in which they showed a new game mode for Like a Dragon Infinite World, which is just Animal Crossing. Future Lab, the developers of Power Wash Simulator, showed their new game, Icaro Will Not Die. Still Wakes the Deep had a short gameplay trailer. Trailer for the new Robocop game called Robocop Rogue City, which releases the 2nd of November, was shown. Trailer of Dungeons of Hittenberg. The announcement of Spirit of the North 2. Oh, who's a good boy? Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, the remake of the original Metal Gear Solid 3, showed gameplay. Want to build your own medieval town and defend it from threats? Then Manor Lords is your game. Manor? Manor? Let's keep it at that. Ark Survival Ascended, the remake of Ark Survival Evolved, showed gameplay. And lastly, I skipped this one because I wanted to talk about it. The Finals, a PvP game where teams of 3 fight to complete objectives such as stealing and depositing money while every single building can be demolished, had its open beta announced starting the 26th till the 5th of November. The problem is that the game uses AI voices for the commentators of the game, and I think that it's of bad taste knowing how there's been strikes of voice actors against AIs, and this only adds to the problem.
And they are off! Welcome to Quick Cash, the team that tucks away enough money first triumphs.
We've got our first elimination, Scotty. Talk about making a solid first impression on our sponsors.
If wishes were fishes, there'd be more kingfish in the arena, only one contestant left for them. After a fall from power, the powerhouses have respawned. That's a wrap for now, and even though the battle was virtual, our contestants' newfound fame is real.
Will it be a thing of the beta only? I hope so, because game is fun, but I refuse to support any type of AI that replaces things that can be done by humans. So, moving on. And lastly, Overwatch announced a new collab, this time with the K-pop group Le Sserafim, bringing a new LTM and skins inspired in the group for Brigitte, Diva, Kiriko, Sombra and Tracer, which were also featured in the song Perfect Night by the group. The event will also feature a skin for Junkrat and 5 new dance emotes inspired in the group. Event starts the 1st of November. And that will be some of the news.
Goodbye.